Are you a fan of tire smoke, two-step, loud motors, drifting sideways? Well, then today's video might be for you. Hey, welcome back to Hellbound Garage. Today I am doing another vlog style video because we are headed to a competition today. Not a competition for myself. My buddy has a drift car and he actually entered into his very first drift competition. So we're gonna go see what that's all about. I have been wanting to get to a drift event all year. I wanted to go to Final Bout, which was in Upper Wisconsin. Things just didn't work out. So today we're gonna make that finally happen. Get a little renewed motivation to keep working on the Datsun and just see what everything's all about. Well, we are definitely getting a late start on our morning. I thought that I would be good prepping my truck before I left town, right before I left. Yeah, bad on me, didn't realize. And the reason I had to prep was normally the distance I'm traveling, I don't pack a bag. No reason to. I have people close enough to me that I don't need to worry about it. If something happens, then somebody can come get me. But this weekend in particular, everybody that I know that would come help me if something happened is either in the completely opposite direction, they're in another county, or they're in another state right now. So just to be cautious, I went ahead, I packed my normal long distance tool bag and made sure that I had a few things just to make sure that everything was good. But we went ahead, grabbed our traditional quick trip, road trip munchies or breakfasts, whatever, and we are on the road. So yeah, stay tuned. Alright, so we are roughly halfway through the trip, I think. I've never been here before, so I'm not really sure. But anyways, we are going to a place called Great Lakes Dragway. They apparently have other things besides drag races. Go figure, right? And we're going to an event called Daily Driver Invitational, I think is what its name is. Not entirely sure. I'll edit it in here somewhere. But yeah, I have a buddy that is entered into it as competition. I've never been to a drift event before, and he's invited me to a couple in the surrounding area. And this is the first one that I'm able to go to with my schedule the way it is. So we're gonna get there. We're gonna see what's going on. I literally have no idea of what to expect. So we'll see what happens when we get there, and I hope it's a good time. So the event was super awesome. I showed up there thinking I was just going to be there for a drift event, and little did most people know that it was going to be both a drift and a drag weekend. So we had all kinds of crazy cars across the entire property. It was pretty awesome. My ADHD was completely satisfied if I got bored watching drift cars, which is, I know it's hard for anybody to think that you could get bored watching them, but if I got bored, I walked around the paddocks, I walked around the pits, got to see a bunch of crazy cool cars, got to go watch some drag racing. They had some crazy stuff on their end, like full billet aluminum, 2, 3, 4,000 horsepower pro mods to just regular street cars. It was awesome. But the drift competition itself was definitely interesting. I would say there was a couple different classes of car mixed into the same event. I saw it on both spectrums, where I thought it wasn't fair for the high horsepower guys, but I also thought, you know, some of these high horsepower cars shouldn't have been there to begin with because of the level of competition this was at. I mean, it wasn't a huge grand prize competition, but the end results were crazy. I mean, the number one car, or truck I should say, was an S10 with a 383 small block and an automatic transmission at a drift competition. Pretty much stock components for the suspension. It's crazy how much the guy could do and make it all the way to the end. And the kid's only 19 years old. He's got a crazy future. And then like fourth place was a 700 horsepower S15 carbon Kevlar, like full-blown pro spec car. Like fourth place, he got beat by an S10. I do have to say though that there was a Nissan Z, I think it was a 350, I couldn't tell, that definitely knocked out a bunch of heavy hitters, and that's because I'm pretty sure it was all stock power, where it was going against 500, 600, 700 horsepower cars. It was crazy. Definitely a horsepower to driver skill kind of problem or dilemma or challenge, I guess, if you want to put it that way. It was very interesting to see how everything panned out, and just to see what cars got knocked out by who and who made it to the top. I can definitely see why people get addicted to it. It was super awesome. I mean, I grinned the entire time. I didn't even realize till after I started driving home that I was crispy from being sunburned and that my allergies were giving me a heck. My emotions completely blurred all that stuff out until I started driving home. So either way, it was a super cool event to go to. I'm glad my friend invited me to it. Surprisingly enough, I didn't take any pictures or video of his car. I'll probably insert like his Instagram handle in here somewhere. That way you can go check him out, because he is the whole reason I even showed up to the thing. So he did pretty good himself. It's unfortunate how he got knocked out, but still super awesome. And I hope to go to more. He's going to try and get me to drift my Datsun, and that's not happening. I care about that car too much. So that'll always be a track or a daily driven car. Who knows, it might end up being a garage queen. Not. But anyways, thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. If you like this kind of thing, let me know. Till next time.